Good morning. I'm starting a stream here on YouTube. I just wanted to take time to make a recording of my use of Twisted Wave, Joe. This is obviously the starting screen. I've just created a file called Chicago Druid Prologue Part 2. And obviously this is obtained by clicking on the Twisted Wave file new, which I can do right here. I can go to File New and create this one if I wanted. The very important to mastering, as you'll see later on, is this option here, File Analyze. It will give you the overall RMS level of your recording and also the peak RMS. And those two are very important for mastering your audio file. Usually you want to have your average RMS at about between minus 20 and minus 18. And you want to have your peak at minus 3. There's a really good video on this that you can obtain through YouTube using that channel called Nuance. Just search for it, you'll find it. And he goes through a lot of the mastering steps for audiobooks. He also goes through a really nice, he has another video for audiobook workflow, which shows you how to set up your file system, things of that nature, just what you're going to do from start to finish in terms of audiobook workflow. Let's see, what else? That's about that. So I've created this file, and I don't think I have, oh, I have some other files. I'm just dragging it down here. This was Prologue Part 1, which I recorded and mastered. Usually you can tell it's been mastered by this very flat limiting here that I accomplished with using analysis and so forth. There's an add-on that you should get for Mac. It's called Loud Max. One word. That is very important for determining your mastering for your audio files. So try to pull that together if you can. I'll put this down below, bring this back up. Yeah, and so right now there are people in the background, and I'm, not able to record very quietly, but I'll give you some idea of how I do it. So I press record. Prologue, Part 2. As they approached the Burren, they picked up on a pilgrim trail. It made the going easier, but Keltar was on full alert. Not many on the trail. Not many on the trail, Fionnuala remarked in the peaceful silence. Ahead they had seen a couple of pilgrims in the distance. This gives you a good example of what I use for error traps, this dog clicker. And once you have your section done, you can just go back to these, play the clip right after the mark, and then go forward and find the same thing. Here I used the wrong voice, so I'm just going to delete that. It was the woman. Okay? And then, of course, you can save this bullshit however you want. Usually I save it as a WAV file first, and then I do... so we'll go here and I'll say File, Save As. This is under Recordings for Chicago Druid. Recordings are all my WAV files, even though here I have Prologue 2 as MP3 saved here. You want to make this a WAV file just by clicking this file format and then say Save. Then it'll be saved appropriately as a WAV file. And this is the file that you do all your scratching up on, all your editing, all your mastering, all that sort of thing. Level adjustment, all these sorts of things. Now, when I use LoudMax, I go File, Analyze, and you want to be minus 20, so you're 5 dB off here, roughly rounding it off. So 5 dB plus you want a peak of 3, so that's -8. So you go in here to LoudMax. Here it is, Thomas Munt LoudMax. And you set it at -8, and it will in fact apply the correction that you need. Right now I'm not going to do it because this is just a scratch file. Once you do that, all you do is normalize, and then if you really want to clean up some of this noise in between here and some of your dead spots, you can use a gate. I use G-Gate. It used to come with Twisted Wave. I'm not sure if it still does, but it is a great collection of add-ons and plugins that you can put in here. Okay, I'm going to sign off for now, Joe. It was good talking to you, and I hope I'll be able to send this to you.